tayo.
Okay.
So, naka-live na tayo. So, pwede na natin i-share.
I'll go to your...
Lagay mo na kita sa backstage.
Okay, go.
Mga saktong ano kita papakilala. 6. Hi everyone! Ayan, meron na tayong 2 million viewers. Hintayin natin yung iba. So, happy Saturday everyone! Ayan, naka-live na nga tayo. So, share muna natin sa ating mga kaibigan at kapatid. For the laps pa ako no? So, kumusta kayo? Kumusta ang Saturday ninyo? And sa mga nasa comment section, i-share natin ang ating live. Hi, Abby! Ayun mga best friend ko nasa aking Facebook. Live. So, talaga namang exciting ang ating magiging webinar ngayon. Talagang pasabog to. Pasabog din yung ating guest. Guys, ito ay libre. Mahiya kayo. Ala, nagalit. Huwag niyong sayangin ang pagkakataon na matuto sa kanya dahil talaga namang juicy ang kanyang mga isi-share. So, ayun na, nahanap nyo na yung nahanap na natin ng tamang word, juicy. So, sino kaya siya? May-ari kaya siya ng tender juicy? So, ayan. Hintayin lang natin mag 6 p.m. and right after that, we will go through sa ating pag-uusapan for today. So, yung mga ganitong bagay dapat guys na ina-attendan nyo. Kasi sayang, libre to, di ba? So, isi-share lang natin sa ating mga community para talagang bongga na. So, hintayin natin mag 6 p.m. bago natin introduce ang ating speaker, ang ating guest for today's video. Hindi ko ma-highlight at everyone kasi every isang araw lang siya pwedeng ganito. So, sa mga nanonood for today's video, i-share nyo na sa inyong mga kaibigan. Hintayin lang natin sila, baka late lang yung iba. Diba? So, group. By the way, this is recorded naman. So, huwag kayo mag-alala. May replay po. May replay. I-upload natin siya sa YouTube. Ayan. So, share natin sa ating kanya-kanyang profile. Ayan, medyo tumataas na ating viewer. 2 minutes na lang. So, if nandito ka with me, press 1. Ayan. Sa comment section, pindot ka ng 1 if nandito ka. Baka ano ka lang, chatbot ka lang. Chares. Sobrang OA. So, malinaw naman ako, di ba? Nasa labas kasi ako ngayon, nasa cafe ako. And I hope hindi siya maging hadlang para masimulan ang ating usapin ngayong araw. Ayan, press 1. Wala nagpe-press 1. Yes, malinaw. Kung sino ang guest siya, paano nagpe-press 1? Grabe. So, this call is recorded. So, send lang din tayo ng pangmalakasang email. Although, nagsasend naman ng email si Nas, pero dahil sadyang tayo ay mabait, magsasend din tayo ng email. So, ayan, 6 p.m. na. So, ayan, everyone, kumapit na kayo dahil ipapakilala na natin ang ating guest sa ating webinar. So, siya ay tinaguriang, hala, sobrang arte. So, bago ko siya ipakilala, hayaan nyo munang bigyan natin ng konting oras yung iba na mag-join. Kasi baka medyo late lang sila kasi 6 p.m. talaga yung start. Balik lang ako sa aking tab. Pasensya na kayo, 1 month din lang to eh. Ang ganda. O, diba? Andyan si Bam Bam. Thank you, Bam Bam. Si Quincy nandito din. Panalo. Ayan si Quincy. Ano na yan? 9-digit earner na yan si Quincy. Ito yung paloko-loko dyan. 9-digit. Diyos ko po. Daig paweteng, no? So, let me just introduce to you guys the guest today. So, she is a social media manager for different brands. So, she's been in the industry for a couple of years. So, talaga namang meron na siyang proven na track record pagdating sa mga pagiging isang social media manager. At bibigyan niya ng linaw kung ano nga ba yung ibig sabihin ng social media manager. Ano yung ibig sabihin ng salitang yon. Kasi baka marami sa atin, pag sinabi social media manager, nasa isip natin na madaling bagay lang yon, diba? Mas ipapaliwanag ng ating guest kung ano ang ibig sabihin nun. So, she's been serving multiple clients now with the different brands, and she's now also have her own community. So, we will also post her links later on the comment section. She's also a mentor of Blogimery Group. So, she's conducting, sessions of training as well with aspiring social media managers. And let's all welcome my very good friend, Edina.
Yes, hello.
Talaga namang handa-handa kaibigan ko. So, bigyan natin siya ng virtual round of applause dahil pinaghandaan niya talaga. Sabi sa inyo. At maiba lang ako. Hiyang-hiya yung yung presentation ko sa presentation yung mga ate. At yung pinaghandaan niya, sabi ko, ba't parang ganon? Parang kinimpiri yung akin. Divine. Well, anyway. So, kumusta ka naman, sister?
Hello, 16 million na viewers.
Yeah, 16 million. Okay naman ako. I know.
Yes. Happy weekend, everyone.
Ayan.
Thank you for being with us.
Ayan. So, hi, Olivia. Hi, Sandro. Ano si Sandro? And si Sandro is a good friend of mine. Ano rin si Sandro? Nasa real estate din siya, pero nasa mortgage siya. So, let's start. So, before we dive in sa ating pag-uusapan, ayan, let me just share my slide. Hold on. So ngayon, ang topic natin is pag-uusapan natin what is social media manager. Pero mas bibigyan natin siya ng konting twist, okay? Anong ginagawa ng isang social media manager sa isang real estate agent? If you're going to serve a real estate agent or nasa real estate field na client, kung gusto niyo maging isang virtual assistant, right? Or gusto niyo maghanap ng client in the US. So anong gagawin mo as a social media manager sa business niya? So, quick run-through lang sa akin, like a brief intro, and then Edina will narrow down the topic, right? So, pag-usapan na natin. Ano nga ba yung ginagawa ng isang social media manager for real estate agents? So, as we all know, real estate agents in US are also business owners, okay? So, they are also busy, okay? At maraming nakakaalam sa inyo na yung real estate sa ibang bansa ay talaga namang, iba yung market nila when it comes to real estate. Talagang tinitingalang profession siya sa US, okay? So, sa session na to, we'll understand the role of social media manager in real estate industry. So, medyo narrow down tayo dito kasi nasa real estate tayo. Second, exploring how effective social media strategies can enhance real estate business, right? We're not in the traditional media anymore, correct? We're now living in the, in the era wherein we're using the social media in order for us to market our business, right? To bring awareness in the market. So that's what we're doing. So good morning everyone. So nag-start pa lang kami. So what is a social media manager? So I'll just explain it to you. So it is a professional responsible for creating, okay? Pag sinabi natin social media manager, isa siyang uri ng tao or professional na responsible in creating, curating, and managing content across social media platforms. So pag sinabing social media manager, hindi dapat isang platform, hindi umiikot lang sa isang platform yung ginagawa mo. So you are also managing social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, just to name a few, okay? But it would always depend sa client ano yung mga platforms na i-manage mo. And also you are also responsible when it comes to creating. So ibig sabihin ikaw yung gagawa ng mismong content na ipopost, right? Well, in a perfect world kasi, kailangan iba-iba yan eh. Kasi merong social media manager, may content strategist, tsaka may social media marketer. Pero ngayon kasi, kumbaga, inaano na natin yan eh. Parang binabundle na ng isang social media manager yan eh. Ganun na yung nangyayari ngayon. Pag social media manager ka, kailangan marunong ka na rin sa marketing, marunong ka na rin ng content strategy. So, ganun yung nangyayari ngayon. So, kung iniisip nyo na madali yung trabaho ng social media manager na pindot-pindot lang, like lang, hindi po ganun yon. Meron pong analysis ng nangyayari doon. Meron pong data analysis na nangyayari doon para maintindihan nila ano yung behavior ng clients nila in order for them na makasabay. Anong approach yung kailangan namin gawin, anong content yung paborito nila, something like that. And one thing for sure is kailangan natin mag-bring ng awareness. So, kailangan natin ng maraming reach and engagement, right? Ano yung mga key responsibilities ng isang social media manager? Number one is developing and implementing social media strategies. So, hindi ka lang manager. You're also trying to create strategies na kung saan may enhance mo yung social media presence ng kliyente mo. Meaning, hindi po pwedeng walang paggalaw or traction doon sa social media platform ng client mo. Kailangan natin mag-increase ng followers, kailangan yung impressions niya tumaas din. Yun yung goal natin. Kasi eventually, kapag nagawa natin yon, we can convert our, audience into client, which is yun yung goal natin, right? Next is creating and scheduling content, right? Meron tayong, pag sinabing scheduling of content, pwede siyang posts, pwede siyang stories, pwede siyang videos. Next is, as a social media manager, responsible ka rin when it comes to engaging with followers. So, kailangan nag-engage din tayo sa kanila. Kapag may nag-comment, pag may nag-message, make sure na nare-replyan natin sila right away. Correct? Kasi nagmamatter din talaga yon. Like yung response rate mo, right? And next is analyzing performance metrics and adjusting strategies accordingly. So, alam naman natin sa loob ng Facebook, meron tayong Meta Business Suite, okay? Isa siyang tool na kung saan mas madali mong maiintindihan paano nagpa-perform yung mga pinopost mo. Okay? Yung pictures na pinopost mo, yung reel na pinopost mo, o yung mga videos na pinopost mo. Mas maiintindihan mo siya kapag ginamit mo yung Meta Business Suite. So, itong performance metrics na to, ito yung ginagamit nyo kung ito yung ginagamit yung strategy or scorecard, just to be specific, on paano nagbe-behave or paano kung paano tumatakbo yung mga posts na ginagawa nyo, if it is working or not. Then if not, you have to adjust your strategy. Pag sinabi nating adjust, hindi yun basta-basta lang na adjustment. So, kailangan din ng matinding positioning doon, matinding pag-iisip, right, on how you're going to calibrate things. So, that's the basic of social media management. And now, let's talk about the importance of social media in real estate. So, hindi lang naman po yung social media naman, hindi lang natin siya ginagamit for entertainment, right? At yung social media, hindi lang naman siya for, artist or for any type of, business. Ginagamit din po talaga siya for real estate. Unang goal is wider reach. So, meaning is social media platforms provide access to global audience, increasing visibility for listings and services. So, if you're a real estate agent and if you are selling houses, gusto mo ng wider reach, right? And if you're a real estate agent, wala kang pinipiling lugar when it comes to selling and buying houses or helping someone who wants to purchase a property. Ibig sabihin, you as a real estate agent, gusto mong mas makilala ka ng mas maraming tao kasi yun yung goal mo. So, yun po yung goal ng real estate agent, makilala sila, wider reach. So, kaya nila ginagamit yung social media para maging matunog yung pangalan nila. Okay? Next is brand building. Okay, we wanna make sure na as a real estate agent, gusto natin na magkaroon ng consistent and professional social media presence yung real estate agent. So, doon na rin papasok yung value proposition. Gusto natin, when it comes to brand building, kahit papaano, unti-unti nating maipakilala sino at ano nga ba yung business ng client mo. Kasi kapag kapag nakikita ng mga audience o ng mga ng mga followers ninyo kung ano yung business ninyo at talaga namang very compelling siya, right? Mas magkakaroon ng interest and awareness yung tao na basahin kung ano yung, or tignan kung ano yung mga post mo. And with that, mas nakikilala yung client mo. Sometimes kasi, as a real estate agent, pinapakilala na yung sarili nila, yung trade name nila, ginagamit nila mismo yung pangalan nila as a business, or sometimes umiisip sila ng doing business as is na pangalan. Okay, ano yung ginagamit nilang trade name, right? So minsan gumagamit sila ng for example, De Leon Realty, sometimes yung pangalan lang talaga yung ginagamit nila. Pero anong bottom line nun? Gusto natin na mas makilala sila having a professional brand. Like for example, 'di ba ngayon, kapag ba sinabi nating Apple, ano yung pumapasok sa atin? 'Di ba parang pumapasok sa atin na medyo high-end, medyo maganda yung quality ng products. Ganun din sa kanila. Gusto natin magbumuo ng experience sa kanila and ng avatar sa utak ng mga audience natin. Ano nga ba talaga yun? At sino nga ba talaga tong real estate agent na to? Next is lead generation. When it comes to lead generation, kapag a social media manager ka rin kasi you are doing ads, right? And sometimes, which is, very rare, yung organic na type of posting, minsan nakakakuha ng client, pero bibihira. Okay? Pero ang goal of course na ng mga social media manager is to go organic kasi ayaw natin ng laging targeted ads for sure. Kasi medyo, number one, magastos, right? Pangalawa is mas gusto ng mga client yung organic type of, leads, right? Pero as a social media manager, time will come na mag-run ka na rin ng ads. When you run ads, your goal is to generate leads. What do I mean by that? Maraming mag-message sa inyo at mag-inquire sa services na ino-offer nyo. Yun yung isa sa mga goal ng social media manager. Mapadami yung leads na pwede or yung mga possible na clients na pwedeng makuha ng real estate agent. Next is market insights. So, social media platforms offer valuable insights into market trends and customer preferences. So, gusto rin natin maintindihan how the market works, right? And how how social media can help real estate, build leverage, right? Next, role of a social media manager for real estate agents. So, ito yung mga role, hindi ko na siya iisa-isahin pa kasi very self-explanatory, and I'll have Edina to do it because she's much more proficient when it comes to this topic. So, just to give you an overview, ito yung mga bagay na ginagawa ng isang social media manager for real estate agents. Number one, content creation. So, sila din yung gumagawa ng contents, whether it is a long form na content, whether it's a photo, graphics, or any type of content, right? Next is community engagement. Kapag may mga Facebook page si client, meron siyang like course or community na minamanage, ikaw as a social media manager, responsible ka din na mag-engage doon to make sure na alam ng mga members doon na nag-exist pa yung community. And of course, ang goal naman talaga is, of course, padamihin yung community, right? Makakuha ng clients doon or, makabuo ng mas magandang relationship with them. Next is analytics and reporting. So, hindi lang natatapos yung trabaho mo as a social media manager sa content creation, posting, tapos na. Hindi po ganun yon. Pag sinabi natin social media manager, meron ka pang endpoint doon, yung analytics and reporting. Paano anong result ng mga efforts na ginawa ninyo? If good, then continue and expand. If not, what are the strategies that you can still implement? So, ano yung mga tools na ginagamit ng mga social media managers? Ito ay like very brief lang. Ito yung mga kadalasang ginagamit. As a social media manager, gagamit ka ng design tools, which is Canva. Very user-friendly. Alam niyo yan. Scheduling tools. Scheduling tools will help your life really easy because instead of you posting every day, you can just schedule the posting. Automatic nang magpo-post yan kapag ginamit mo yung platform na mga to, like Buffer and Hootsuite. Planable. Alam ko Planable, maganda rin yun. Nagamit ko na rin siya. Next is analytics tool. So you can use analytics, right? Google Analytics just to make sure kumusta yung website traffic ninyo, if minamanage mo yung website niya. Facebook Insights or yung Meta Business Suite katulad ng sinabi ko kanina. So, ano yung mga effective content strategies for real estate? So, number one is, content calendar. Very effective yan. Make sure na naka-calendar lahat ng mga posts na gagawin ninyo. Next is visual content. So, of course, we're selling houses here. We want to make sure na mapaipakita natin yung features ng bahay in a high quality image, right? And very captivating dapat siya. Kailangan kapag nakita nila yung bahay, mapipindutin nila yung picture and then titignan nila yung itsura ng bahay. Very mahalaga yan, yung visual content na yan. And of course is engagement tactics. Making sure na gumagawa pa rin tayo ng way to engage sa ating mga audience. Hindi lang po pwede pong post lang tayo ng post ng video. Mas maganda rin po na magkaroon tayo ng like some sort of Facebook Live. Kapag yung client gumagawa siya ng open house, pwede na nagfe-Facebook Live siya habang pinapakita niya yung feature ng bahay. Something like that. So, lalagpasan ko na tong case study. Okay? So, kasi Edina will explain it further. Pero, how to become a social media manager nga naman sa isang real estate agent, okay? Number one is we need the skills, right? You cannot be a social media manager if you're not proficient with social media platforms and you don't know even how to use Canva, right? So, kailangan talaga alam natin paano gamitin yung mga basic platforms na gagamitin natin. Kasi again, you're selling services if you are a social media manager. How can you offer your service if you don't know or if you don't have the skills? So, ano yung mga steps mo para maging isang social media manager ka for real estate? Number one, build your portfolio. Pag wala kang portfolio, you can use your own. Gumawa ka ng page mo, palaguin mo yung page mo, you can use it as your portfolio, right? You can offer as well pro bono, meaning, but this is not super, highly recommended. You can offer pro bono for 3 months and then kapag nag-perform, you can offer yourself to your clients for the next 3 months, something like that. And very important is network yourself with real estate professionals to offer your services. And i-add ko rin dito is network with yourself with social media managers as well. Because talagang may pera talaga sa network ninyo. And alam ni Edina yan, siya ang makakapagpatunay na totoo yon. Okay? And ang gaganda daw natin, alam naman namin yun, hindi nyo na dapat sinasa. Charis! Hi, Michael! Hi, Jay! Ayan. Hi, Ambo. Andiyan ang mga supporters natin. So, sa mga nanonood, bago ko ituloy yung ating discussion, make sure na i-share nyo ang ating live dahil si Edina na ang kakasa sa susunod na mga slide. So, that would be all. So, I hope nagkaroon kayo ng general idea what is social media management or how to become a social media manager. And now, I will be sharing my screen because Edina will start the party.
Yes.
Mag-iinuman pala tayo dito.
Thank you so much for that introduction. At least alam na ng mga katauhan ang ibig sabihin ng SMM, di ba? So ako naman mag-represent. Ay, again pala. Go.
So ayan na. Take it away, sister.
Welcome po sa ating mga bagong pasok. Hi, Live! Di ba? Nandito si Live. Hello mga persons. Good evening. So sa mga kapapasok lang, welcome po sa ating webinar about social media managers, social media marketers for real estate. Okay? So even if hindi po kayo nag-handle ng real estate, that's fine kasi you would still get something from this webinar. You can still apply yung concepts and yung mga ibibigay kong mga techniques later on. Okay? So, next slide please. Yeah. So I just want to know sa ating mga audience, sino po sa atin ang meron ng experience mag-handle ng social media before? Meron ba sa inyo na may handle ng social media before? Kahit na hindi siya sa client, kahit na kayo mismo, kayo lang sa mga tawag dito? Sa sarili ninyo, if you have your own social media pages, yung mga ganyan, meron po bang naka-experience na? Let me see. Wait lang, bubuksan ko lang ang ating Facebook. Kahit naman hindi kayo, super, wait lang. Ayan. AJ, nag-share pala ako ng slides. Palagay ako. Okay, ayan, si Olivia daw, si Bam Bam, hello po. Ayan, so sila nakapag-handle na ng mga, ang tawag dito? Mga social media pages. So that's good, that's good. Okay, next, I wanna know sino sa inyo, what comes to mind kapag naririnig niyo yung term na social media marketing or social media management? Ano po yung unang-unang pumapasok sa isip niyo na ginagawa ng mga katauhan? Kapag sinabi nating social media, ay naku, baka ganito yan, ganyan, or whatsoever. Meron bang pumapasok sa isip niyo pag sinabing social media? Is it Facebook, Facebook lang ba? Ganon. Minsan kasi ganon lang yung nakikita ko sinasabi. O yan ang ginagawa mo. Ah, ito Facebook, Facebook ka lang pala, ganon. But the thing is, hindi lang po Facebook, Facebook ang ginagawa ng isang social media marketer or social media manager, right? Posting contents. Ayan, thank you so much, Malu. Now, I just want to welcome everyone. This is something that I always say sa aking mga sessions. This is something that I learned from my life coach, Kimilu, that you guys are the right place at the right time with the right people. So I know na maraming mga webinars or ang dami ng mga courses out there, but it is not an accident that you guys are here with me and AJ. And ngayon, we are learning about social media. Okay, so just a quick intro about me. Although in-introduce na ako ni AJ, hello, my name is Edina. I was a call center agent for 10 years before I decided to become a full-time freelancer during the pandemic. So just imagine paano yung naging reaction ng family kung sinabi nilang mag-quit ng corporate job to become a full-time freelancer. But here I am. I now have my own digital marketing agency, which I call Spark Creative Solution. And all I can say is sana inumpisahan ko na to ng matagal na. Divine? All right, but let me see in the comment section, guys, if you guys are ready to really dive into social media marketing for real estate. Please comment ready sa ating comment section. Hello, Kat. Hello. Ayan, si Pearl, ayan. Hello sa inyo. Please comment ready para maumpisahan na po natin. I wanted to start by differentiating muna. Ano ba yung difference of an SMM versus, social media manager and a social media marketer. Although it got intertwined, katulad ng sinabi ni AJ kanina, parang ngayon, ang expected ng mga clients is you have to know both. Diba? But, tugma ba yung pay? Kailangan kapag you are doing marketing mga roles, kailangan ang pay mo ganun din. Most of the time, di ba AJ, ang post is looking for social media manager. Pero ang trabaho, pang marketer.
Oo, totoo.
Tama,
ganun yung intindi
diba?
ng mga clients.
Correct. That is why it is your responsibility as the service provider to actually inform them. So ngayon, I will differentiate the two. What is social media manager? So ang social media manager, ang isipin nyo lang na keyword dyan is maintenance. You're making sure na yung page nila is alive. You are there to post, to schedule content. Mag-reply kayo sa comments, mag-engage kayo sa community, mag-answer kayo ng mga DMs, and you want to keep yung brand tone and visuals on point. Okay? And that really matters. Kailangan kasi yon, important yon na active yung account. But it's not enough anymore. Katulad ng sinabi ni AJ kanina, ang mga clients, they want you to do strategy. But pag pinasukan mo ng strategy, mas maraming brain cells ang kailangan. Tama? Correct? Kaya social media, doon na pumapasok ang social media marketing. Social media marketing is where nandoon na yung impact. Okay, dun sa business. Kasi now, you're creating strategy. Pwedeng yung iba nagbe-build rin ng funnels. Kasi nga, katulad ng sinabi ni AJ, meron din tayong lead generation. Okay? So, ang lead generation, hindi lang yan basta-basta. You really have to research, you have to do your own preparation para mas bongga yung funnels or yung makuha ninyong leads. And sabi ni Malu, yun yung mga common ata. All-in-one na raw manager and marketing. Yes, kasi kapag sinabi nilang SMM, usually, ina-assume na ng client mo that you are also the salesperson, you are the PR person, lahat na sa'yo, right? That is why it's important na kayo, you understand exactly ano ba yung role ko. So that you can also demand na, hey, I'm doing this and this. For you, usually the package for management is this and this. But since we're putting in paid ads, we're adding in strategy, we're doing sales conversion, we're doing content marketing. Can you just imagine? That takes an entire team, correct? That takes an entire team. So you have to be able to know the difference kasi yung mga clients nga, if they hire someone, usually, yun lang yung sinasabi nila, I need an SMM, tapos lahat nakalista na dun, which is madugo. Yes, correct? So, pag meron ng strategy, more brain cells, dapat higher pay. Usually, yes, dapat ganon. Imagine guys, the way that you do your pricing should always be dependent sa depth ng trabaho na binibigay ninyo, right? So, of course, if your task or yung mga ginagawa ninyo is something na pwedeng i-automate or you feel na it's very repetitive, and kung totoo sa i-assess nyo, parang hindi naman kailangan ng higher level of strategy na talagang duduguin kayo, talagang kailanganin mong kausapin si ChatGPT. Then that means you're doing mga basic tasks. Minsan, that falls into social media manager. I'm not belittling yung SMM. Diyan din po ako nagsimula. It's just that if you start to do strategy, nagre-research ka na, you're looking at the market, you're looking at the yung customer insights, yung mga ganyan, that takes a different kind of level na. So you have to be able to explain to the clients na, hey, I understand that this is what you need, but let's talk about making sure that I am compensated for this kind of work. Gets po ba? Okay? But if you right now are nasa SMM kayo, nakikita nyo itong mga tasks that are under social media manager, that's fine. Start there. Kasi you have to understand the basics bago kayo mag-jump sa pagiging marketer. Alam nga namang for the charge nyo ng, ay hindi, sabi kasi ni Edina, kailangan mag-charge. Hindi. Kailangan maintindihan nyo muna yung mga... Oo, nasisi pa ako. Sabi mo, kasi charge eh. Kasi gumamit ako ng brain cells eh. Pero you have to understand muna. Okay? But eto I'll give this to you kasi mahal ko si AJ. Kailangan bibigyan ko siya ng juicy na webinar. But this binibigay ko to sa paid course ko. But just so that you guys understand fully ano ba yung nangyayari sa isang SMM project, naintindihan niyo yung life cycle. Okay? Kasi it's not just about creating content. It's not just about you commenting or replying sa mga DMs. And by understanding yung life cycle of an SMM project, you can then use this to counter. Kunyari, meron na-invite kayo sa isang interview, at least alam nyo na kung paano niya siya sasagutin. Okay? So, kunyari, if the client is very parang irate na siya na, you know what, my previous SMM is doing this pero hindi naman siya naging effective. Dahil naiintindihan mo na yung life cycle, alam mo na that actually happens, client. Because social media, we have to do a lot of experiments. We have to do a lot of tests. We have to test different kinds of content. If your audience is more into carousels, would they want to consume more videos? Di alam mo na ngayon kung paano mo siya i-rebut. Diba? But if you don't understand the entire project, parang ang hirap niyang sagutin. Diba? Kaya most of the time, yung mga aspiring SMMs, hindi sila nakaka-close ng clients simply because, hala, paano nga bang gagawin ko kapag ganun? True? Hello, Jam! Hi, Matsumi. Hello, Mia. Hello to you. Na-distract ang person na to. So, let's start. So, let's start with the social media marketing project. So, unang-una is discovery and analysis. This is where, yung first phase, you will do your discovery call, mag-consult ka with your clients. You will really understand ano ba yung business niya, ano ba yung goal niya. Is it to add more clients or to focus on referrals? Okay? And then, if you are not familiar sa industry nila, example, you've been an SMM solely for, let's say, e-commerce, tapos ngayon biglang may client na real estate, syempre, it is your responsibility to research. Ano nga ba ang pagiging SMM sa real estate? And good thing that you're here kasi this is very juicy, right? And then you move to the second phase, which is strategy development. Dito na kayo magde-define, okay, ano ba talaga yung goal natin? Is it to build brand awareness or is it to convert yung mga clients na nasa roster natin? And then that's when you build yung content strategy. Okay? Kasi dito magpa-plan, dito kayo mag-ideate, okay, anong content ba yung ipoproduce natin, client? Are you willing to create videos? Are you willing to create mga pictures kapag nag-open house ka, willing ka ba, katulad sabi ni AJ, mag-go lang live para mas maraming reach, ganyan. Okay? So you have to talk about that. And then, tsaka pa lang tayo mapupunta sa implementation. Dito mo na i-optimize yung profile niya, lalagyan mo ng link tree, lalagyan mo ng mga, make sure na consistent yung profile pictures across sa social media niya, and then you move to content creation. Okay? So most of the time, yung iba, hindi rin sila nagsisimula as an SMM kasi takot sila, naku, hindi po ako marunong mag-design or something. Nakita niyo, nasa phase 3 pa lang nasa phase 3 na tayo, pero dun pa lang nagsisimula yung content creation. Right? Somehow kasi, parang 20% lang ng entire project yung pag-create ng content, but still, it's important that you guys are comfortable with creating graphics or editing videos. Kasi yun talaga yung makikita ng audience nila, di ba? Ng followers ng clients nyo. And then, if ever na kailangan mag-run ng ads, yan, ilo-launch nyo na yung campaign, and then yung community management. Tapos, the last 3 phases revolves around reporting. Revolves around you pivoting. If what the data says is, ito hindi to effective, mababa yung engagement, then switch. Okay, mag-try tayo ng iba pa. And if the data says na, okay, ang taas na engagement natin kapag may picture mismo ni client. Mataas engagement natin pag nakikita mismo ng mga tao na may human element doon sa content. Hindi yung parang puro stock photos lang, mas mataas. So yun yung pwede nyo sabihin kay client na, I don't understand, bakit palaging mababa yung engagement natin? And then when you look at the content, puro pala stock photos. Puro pala hindi siya something relatable. And then papakitaan nyo siya ng data. Okay, comparing etong post natin na nandun yung Fez mo, client, and comparing this to the content na stock photo lang, ang baba ng engagement. So ngayon, ikaw na mag-uutos kay client, kaya ikaw, mag-picture ka na mag-picture. Yun.
Ayan, na-attention na si client. Yun yung goal, no?
Kailangan ma-achieve nyo yung ganun, utusan mo si client. Kasi hindi ka nagpipicture. Di ba? Mahal kasi yung professional picture of the property. Iba yun.
Correct.
But mas nakaka-connect ang mga tao kapag raw. Okay? Sabihin mo lang sa client nyo, pag picture ka sa phone mo, may phone ka, di ba? Kahit na mga thunders na yan, kahit na mga senior na yan, kaya nila yan, mag-picture kayo. Okay? Minsan kasi talaga hindi sila comfortable. But, hello, anong gagamitin ko sa content? Diba? So, kailangan uutusan mo na si client. Sabihan mo sa kanila na, hey, we need content. Alright? And then, tsaka nyo sila bibigyan ng data. So, this is the entire social media marketing project. I did not start offering everything at once. Nagsimula po ako with Canva templates until eventually, I hit parang a session sa client ko na parang, ano ba to? Hindi talaga siya nag-work. Until na nalaman ko, kailangan pala strategic din tayo sa caption. Kailangan pala marunong din tayo sa hashtag. As unti-unti, nalaman ko na, shucks, meron palang strategy behind all of this. Until na-build ko siya within my 5 years of being an SMM, na ganito pala ang nangyayari. Kaya I'm sharing it with you now, but this took me 5 years. Okay? Just so that you understand, but this is not to pressure you na kailangan para pag SMM ako, ganito na yung binibigay kong services. No. It's just so that internally alam mo na there are certain things that you can still do, di ba? To make the campaign better, to make the content better. Because it doesn't end kapag na-post nyo na siya sa social media. You still have to see how the audience, the followers would react to it, kung ano yung magiging engagement nun, and then you pivot, you change, and then you scale what's working or not. Okay? Clear? Ayan. Hello,
yes.
Adrian. Tama. Ayan. Okay, so moving on. This is something that I wanted you guys to know kasi nga, right now, the market is really changing. And if you're still posting just to post, that's really something that's going to put you and your client behind. Okay? Kasi, maging totoo naman tayo, buying a home is one of the biggest and most emotional decisions na someone will ever make. Diba? And tingin mo ba with just one content, sabi nila, ay, eto, i-hire ko na to na real estate agent. Vavay na ako ng house. Ganun ba yun? Di ba? Hindi
correct
naman.
Oo.
Totoo. Diba? So, it takes much, parang this, I want you to realize this as soon as possible because this will actually help you when you create the content. Okay? Ngayon, this means na your role is not just to be a content machine. Your role now is to guide, to support, and to connect. Kasi social media is not just about visibility anymore. We, as the service provider, as the SMMs, we will use this tool to build real relationships. Okay? Kasi this is the most effective, yung mga, I want you to understand na yung mga most effective real estate agents, they don't just sell house. They build trust. I don't know if meron kang ganito, AJ, na yung client, ay yung real estate agent na yun, talagang kahit na nabentahan niya lang ng isang beses yun, dire-diretso yung relationship niya doon sa taong.
Yes, I have my client. And the name of her client is Linda Buckmaster. So, client niya ng 1997. And
wow.
Yes, and meron siyang na-refer ng hanggang level 7 type of referral. So, hanggang ngayon, nagre-refer pa din sa kanya. And $1 million yung nabigay sa kanya noon. Kasi, ang daming transactions. Talagang sobrang matindi rin talaga.
Inalagaan niya din, no?
Inalagaan niya din talaga. Relationship talaga.
Diba? So, it's built on relationship talaga. And most of the time, yung mga clients natin na real estate agents, they get their clients from referrals din. Kasi again, you have to understand na hindi ka lang naman bumibili ng cotton buds. Diba? Bahay ang binibili, napakamahal. So, posting content is not enough. You really have to understand. Okay? That is why I wanted you guys to understand yung buyer's journey before you actually create content. Okay? Kasi if you understand ano ba yung buyer's journey, you would then know na okay, hindi lang pala ito yung dapat kong pinopost. You would then understand ano ba yung mga pain points ng mga bibili ng bahay. Alright? Kasi ako especially ako na hindi pa ako nakakabili ng bahay, there's a disconnect. So you have to recognize that as an SMM. Kaya bongga ka dapat ng research. Kunyari si AJ, nakabili na siya ng bahay. I-congratulate natin si AJ. Alam niya na, may understanding na siya. Kumbaga, kung ano yung emotions na pinagdaanan niya, ano yung preparation na pinagdaanan niya. So, for those of you na nakabili na ng bahay, hugutan niyo yung experience niyo na yun. Pero kung wala pa katulad ko, kailangan matindi naman yung research niyo para maintindihan niyo na it involves an entire, parang ang daming nangyayari. Diba?
Yeah.
Para ka makapag-decide and makapag-down. Correct?
Oo, tama. Tsaka alam mo ba, sister, isa din sa mga dilemma ngayon, hindi lang dito sa Pilipinas, nangyayari din siya sa US, is yung idea na ng mga first-time home buyer. Lagi silang takot. Kasi hindi nila alam na pwede naman talaga silang bumili ng bahay having this kind of salary. Kulang lang talaga sila sa education. So, I would agree to you na kailangan natin i-simplify sa kanila yung mga bagay. Kailangan nyo rin maintindihan saan sila nanggagaling para alam nyo paano nyo sila aatakihin, di ba? Paano nyo anong mga approach yung gagamit?
Paano natin sila i-guide? Atakihin agad? Oo.
Yes, ganun ako. Very aggressive.
Okay. That is why tayo mga SMMs, your role is to guide them. Okay? Kumbaga, I want you to step into the shoes of someone who's going through one of the biggest decisions of their life. Babay ng house. Napakamahal ng bahay sa US. Okay? So, you need to be able to understand nasan ba sila sa buhay nila. Alright? And to actually make it easier for you guys, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar. Hello, Brian! Or nandito si Brian, support. I'm going to share with you buyer's journey. And this is what it typically looks like. So, meron tayong awareness stage, may consideration stage, and meron po tayo decision stage. Kasi most of the time, ang mga clients would assume na kailangan benta tayo agad, convert. Pag gano'n, tatampalin. Hindi. Sasabihin nyo, wait, ang dami pong nangyayari before they even say yes to going to that open house.
Gusto mo yung tatampalin?
I choose violence. And what better way for you guys to actually understand buyer's journey than me explaining it using the dating analogy. Favorite ko to. Lagi ko tong ginagamit kapag nagtuturo ako. And umpisahan natin yan sa awareness stage. Ito yung parang, may nakita ka across the room, na-invite ka sa party, di ba? Nakita mo, sabi, sino yun? Bilang marupok ka, Friend, pakilala mo naman ako ganon-ganon, divine. And then, we move to consideration stage. Ayan, so you're getting to know each other na parang, uy, pinakilala ka ni ganito. Nakuha mo na yung socials niya. Okay? Na-add mo na siya sa Instagram, nakita mo na, ay, very single and ready to mingle. So you're now getting to know each other. Okay? And then, uy, boom! Ang bilis. Nasa decision stage na tayo. You're now going on a date. Okay? However, most of the time, nasa stuck ang everyone sa talking stage. Correct? Meron bang agad-agad nakaka-move on to the decision stage? Di ba laging situationship? So what I want you guys to understand is creating content, reaching out to potential clients is you building relationships. Kayo ba pag may nakita kayo sa isang party, sa isang event, luluhuran nyo agad at magpo-propose? Di ba hindi? Pero may kilala akong, hindi, joke lang. Hindi, di ba? So you will get to know that person. Ganon po. So when you create content, you need to understand, itong taong to, mataas pa yung resistance niya. Hindi niya pa ako na-trust as the real estate agent. Kasi nga, ano bang binibenta mo? Ano bang gusto mong ma-achieve? Bumili ng bahay. And that is a big decision. So ngayon, unti-untiin natin yon. Again, going back to the buyer's journey, once na they get to know you, nakapag-post ka ng mga client case studies, mga pictures ng mga dating nabentahan ng client mo na houses, yung mga relationship na na-build niya, ganyan, nabigay mo na yon sa content, na i-post mo na lahat ng mga proof na yon, then mag-try na mag-dive into your client's ecosystem, yung follower na yun. Maybe they will now download a lead magnet. Baka ngayon magta-try na sila mag-sign up sa newsletter ng client mo until they decide na let's hop on a call kasi I feel na I'm really connecting. You really understand what I'm going through as a millennial couple na first time bibili ng bahay. Diba? Tsaka sila ngayon magkikis. Hala, hindi magkikis ang client. Hindi. Tsaka sila ngayon okay? Tsaka ngayon magpo-progress yung relationship. Naintindihan po ba? And then that is when magiging loyal na sila. They are continuously building their relationship. Matindi to sa mga real estate agents kasi nga, they get so much referral. So kailangan, even if nabentahan na nila yon or na-assist nila sa buy and sell ng lupa ng bahay nila, continues yung relationship. Right? Kasi they want to make sure na if nagbago na naman ang buhay ni Self, kunyari, na-assist nila yon ng first purchase nila ng bahay, ngayon, na kakaluwag-luwag sa buhay, gusto na ng, let's say, 3-bedroom. So, mas malaking bahay. Since ang ganda ng experience nila doon sa client mo na real estate agent, siya pa din nakakontakin. Correct? You want to be able to assist them wherever they are sa buhay nila. Okay? Exactly. So, here is a graph. Ayan. I'll go.
Ako din, alam mo ba, Edina, talaga nag-work yung, yung the power of relationship. Kasi ako, I have networks na rin sa US. As in, yung mga real estate agent, if they need the VA, ang gagawin ng client ko, gagawa lang yun ng group chat. Pagkagawa ng group chat, hinahayaan niya na akong mag-facilitate nun kung paano ko mabibigyan ng VA yung mga real estate agent. And then, it comes to the point na yung referral ng client ko, nag-refer ng client, tong client na to, nag-refer to the point na parang ang lalim na nung ibang layer na yung referral niya. Kaya parang every time na may kailangan ng VA, ako agad yung unang naiisip nila. Ay, ito si EJ na sa real estate ko. Which is, it also helped me to build a business as well, just like you, right? And it's so powerful, right? Building relationship.
Really. And sobrang testament ako niyan. Kasi si AJ is very giving as well. Uunahin niya po talaga yung nasa network niya. And sino pa? Baka kasi mauubos na siya. Siyempre, kailangan niya na ng mga friendship niyang pumasok. Diba? Kailangan niyang ibigay yung mga trusted friends niya dun sa mga nag-refer sa kanya. Kasi relationship is very important.
Correct. And si Edina, mahal na mahal yan ng mga clients na ako nagsasabi sa inyo. Kulang na lang i-kiss sa foot.
Hala, hindi. Sobra. Oo, that is why kayo guys, you need to understand saan ba nanggagaling tong client ko na to. You need to be able to help them para puro sila client-facing. Kumbaga, kayo as the SMM, na-understand, magko-complement yung the way na nagbe-build sila ng relationship dun sa mga clients mismo kapag may tumingin sa social media nila. It needs to connect na they are here to actually guide you or to help you sa big decision. Alright? So, just to give you an entire overview, so ito ang buyer's journey. Dahil puro tayo dating kanina, so ito, very technical naman na tayo. So, kapag sinabi natin problem awareness, yung buyer, hindi pa sila, ngayon pala sila nagiging aware, okay? Na meron pala silang problem that needs solving. So, for example, couple sila na kakaanak lang, kaso nakatira pa sila sa bahay ng family, ng parents, and then ngayon nila na-realize pala na, shucks, ang hirap pala makisama, tapos ngayon na may baby na ako, ang hirap. So now, nagiging aware na sila. Your role as the SMM is to make them aware that you exist, na merong real estate agent dito sa area na to that understands what you're going through as a first-time parent, as a millennial couple na nagkaroon ng baby. Okay? And then, you move to interest stage. Ngayon, naintindihan nila na, shucks, I think, kailangan na natin mag-purchase ng bahay. They are now interested in finding a solution. Your role as the SMM is to educate them on the solution. You need to let them know na, hey, hindi lang kami post ng open house or ng listing. I actually understand you. Alam mo, may ganito nangyayari na this is actually what's happening. Ipapasok nyo na yung storytelling. Okay? Because yung buyer is now evaluating different options. They are now looking into, okay, itong real estate agent na to, ang dami niya ng case studies, ang dami niya ng clients na natulungan, ang dami niya ng mga couples na first-time parents na natulungan. Ikaw, alam mo naman yung client mo na marami din siyang mga clients na natulungan previously kaso hindi mo pa siya napopost or hindi mo siya nagagawa ng kwento para maging relatable sa mga future or mga new clients mga new buyers. So now your responsibility is to show what it's like to work with a real estate agent. Ipakita ninyo ano ba yung unique method nyo. Kunyari, AJ, ikaw magsabi, ano ba yung parang feeling mo unique method ng client mo? Bakit ang dami niyang mga nabibenta? Is it ma-relationship ba siya? Nalilibre ba siya?
Ma-relationship talaga yung client ko, as in to the point na para yung genuine, yung pagiging genuine niya as a real estate agent, talagang natural sa kanya. Kasi may real estate agent na makikita mo talaga na ang pakay talaga sa'yo ay bentahan ka lang ng bahay. Sa client ko, ibang klase. Talagang kakausapin ka muna niya to the point na mahisiwagahan ka, bakit siya ganun makipag-usap sa'yo. Okay? So, it's a combination of her building relationship and at the same time, her mastery on the profession that she chose. She's been in real estate for 30 plus years. So, alam niya yung how market works, right? So, alam niya talaga kung ano yung sasabihin. Right thing to say while you are sitting on the table with the client.
Yes. Ibig sabihin, confidently beautiful with a heart. So, yan yung para magiging edge ng client mo. And as the SMM, kayo guys, you need to lean into that. Kailangan ganun nyo kakilala. Observe nyo din yung mga clients nyo. Aralin nyo. Di ba? Usually, kapag pinapasok kayo sa business niya, ang daming mga information. So, it is up to you to make use of those information to your advantage. Leverage nyo kung ano yung nakikita nyo. Kunyari, ito may success story siya na nabentahan niya tong first-time couple na nag-purchase ng first house nila. Aralin niyo siya para you know exactly ano yung ilalagay niyo sa content. Okay? And then yun yung ile-leverage niyo. Kasi dito sa consideration stage, this is where you would want to differentiate yung real estate agent na client mo laban dun sa libo-libo, ang dami-dami po real estate agents. Okay? So, kailangan alam niyo yung edge. Alam niyo yung unique method na meron yung client na yun. Because then we will move to the purchase stage. Dito na yung talagang yung buyer, they justified na itong client mo, itong real estate agent na to would definitely help me kasi naiintindihan niya yung pinagdaraanan ko as a first-time buyer ng bahay. So ikaw, you want to make it easy for them to say yes sa client ninyo. Mag-create kayo ng mga content that would validate their decision. Kunyari, may mga awards si client. Kunyari, may mga certification siya. Basta ilagay niyo na lahat ng mga possible ways to make it easy for the buyers to say yes dun sa client ninyo. Okay? And then we move on to post-purchase. So it will be a cycle na paikot-ikot lang siya until such time nakakailanganin na naman nila ng bagong bahay or maybe their friend. Syempre, yung mga millennial couple, may friend rin yan na malay nyo, ngayon lang din ulit sila, first time din nilang bibili ng bahay. So, refer nila yung client nyo. Right? It means na dire-diretso ang trabaho mo sa kanya. Magiging long-term client. Diba? Yan yung goal natin. Diba? Na maalagaan natin yung mga clients na meron tayo para lagi tayong may pera.
Tama. Saka alam mo, pag napapagod ako, kasi ako medyo nagsa-social media din ako kay client ko. So nagawa din ako ng mga poster for open house, for just mga listed na mga bahay. Ayan. So napapagod ako, isip ko na rin talaga, hindi, malaki ang bayad ng client, hindi ako pwede mapagod. Talagang kailangan rin talaga alagaan yung client mo, di ba? Marami kang bayarin, hindi ka pwede mag-ingat.
Yes, yes. At maarte ka sa buhay, ang dami mong luho. So, alagaan natin yung mga clients natin para at maalagaan din nila tayo. Okay? You need to show your heart as well dun sa client ninyo. Kasi if you care enough for their business, they would also feel that. Alright? So, just a last note about the buyer's journey. Kasi research shows na ang buyers would need to hear about your client's offer 12 to 21 times before they're ready to say yes. Before they're ready to buy that house. Ibig sabihin, paulit-ulit po natin kailangan i-leverage ang social media because ang bilis na po ng attention span ng mga tao. And if hindi nila nakikita na active yung client nyo na yan, then for sure, hindi sila yung magiging top of mind. Okay? Kasi ang goal mo as an SMM is that when they are ready to buy, yung client mo. Yung client mo yung unang-unang may isip nila, ay, etong real estate agent na to, siya ang tutulong sa atin. Okay? So, ganun po yung atake natin sa pag-aalaga. So that regardless kung nasan man silang journey ng buhay nila, you have a content that actually resonates with them. So, it doesn't matter, paano po ba kapag content kailangan ba lagi mag-uumpisa kami sa problem awareness? You can then test different strategies. Pwede kayong mag-create ng purchase content maybe twice a week, tapos consideration twice a week din, tapos eto once lang, ganyan. Pwede nyo siyang i-mix-mix. Okay? Dito na papasok yung strategies, yung pag-experiment nyo ng what works and what doesn't para ma-pivot nyo yung strategy nyo, yung campaign nyo. But ideally, you should have a content that speaks to them wherever they are sa journey na to. Kasi yung iba, they might be coming in, nasa consideration stage na sila that they might need siguro 2 or 3 posts lang for them to say yes to your client. Yung iba naman sobrang tagal dito sa problem awareness. Kasi malay nyo, ang dami nilang mga hurdles about finance na feeling nila hindi talaga nila afford. So, ang daming nangyayari. So, ibig sabihin, you can create a lot of content around this stage as well. Okay? So, mabilisan lang. So, mag 1 hour na pala tayo. I'm just going through very quick examples of how you can move them to para maging hot lead sila. So, for example, ang cold lead or ang cold audience, nag-explore pa lang sila, nagsascroll sila sa Zillow, nagsisave sila ng pegs nila sa Pinterest, nanonood sila ng house tours sa TikTok. So, hindi pa sila nagde-decide. Kumbaga, nagdi-dream pa lang sila. So, ang kailangan nila is mga inspo, mga education, mga lifestyle content. So, ikaw, as an SMM, what you can post is, for example, what to consider before buying your first home. Okay? Ano ba yung mga meron dun sa community na yon? Is it is it friendly ba for someone who will raise a child? Meron bang malapit na school? Meron bang malapit na ospital? Okay? Tapos ibabas niyo yung mga myths about real estate buying. Yeah. So, kasi nga cold pa lang sila. So, ang dami pang mga mindsets na kailangan nyong i-break. Okay? Mga mindset shifts na kailangan gawin. And if they become warm naman, medyo they're starting to get serious, kumbaga nag-reach out na sila sa real estate agent, o kaya nag-compare na sila, o kaya nag-check na sila ng financing, pero hindi pa rin sila sure if afford ba nila, they need clarity, they need trust, they need answers. So ikaw as an SMM, mag-provide ka ngayon ng content about ano ba yung step-by-step guide, ano ba yung mag-provide ka ng FAQs, okay? Para mas makakonect ka sa kanila. This is where ipapasok natin yung emotional storytelling para masagot yung mga worries nila. Okay, I want you to go back to the buyer's journey, yung map natin, na not everyone is ready to purchase a house, $1 million house, diba? So, kailangan i-assist nyo sila. Kailangan bigyan nyo sila ng content that would make it easy for them to say yes. And if naging hot na sila, as in ready, you need to provide client testimonials. Kailangan punong-puno ng success stories. Kailangan may behind the scenes. Ganito pala yung nangyayari. After namin ma-signan yung paper, sobra palang maalaga. Sobra palang guided ako until ma-turn over sa akin yung bahay. Ganun pala. Right? So, that is an example of how you can create content for different stages of the audience. Kasi again, it's not enough na post lang tayo ng post. Okay? So, I guess that's the end of my presentation. Thank you so much.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Ina, for that very informative discussion.
Juicy
Talagang kahit sobrang juicy parang gusto kitang turutin sa face. Ala. Tarot lang. Hindi, talaga namang very interesting yung discussion mo. Kasi kahit ako parang, okay, ganito pala talaga, ganito pala siya. Ganun. Although ako kasi, paano ko ba explain? Dati alam ko lang siya by theory, right? Or by model. Ngayon kasi I really practice na rin. And dito niya rin malalaman yung sinabi ni Edina, it's just like the perfect guideline na pa din yung gamitin. Pero kapag kayo ay nasa like talagang social media man, may mga madi-discovered pa rin kayong mga tactics or functions ng mga platforms na ginagamit. For example, you can put the website link on the comment section and put a call to action, something like that, para magkaroon ng drive or ng traffic yung website na something like that. And I like that how you explain the buyer's journey kasi doon parang mas mamamap out mo kung ano yung strategy na kailangan yung gawin. Kasi 'di ba sabi nga nila, when you're trying to create a content, you have to create your customer avatar. 'Di ba? Ano yung itsura ng customer mo, right? Kung siya mostly babae ba yung customer ninyo, 'di ba? O ano ba siya? Nasa 18 to 25 years old ba siya? Taga saan siya nakatira? Para alam mo na kung ano timely ba yung ginagawa mo, tama ba yung ginagawa mo. So, before we wrap up the call, of course, I want to thank you, Edina, personally, in doing this type of, session. Of course, this is our way to give back to the community. This is for free, everyone. And the information that you were able to absorb on this event, it's not something na makukuha nyo sa iba, right? This is really exclusive, diba? So what I want you to do, guys, is while I am navigating anything in here, since as I promised, all attend this call, not really all pala. Edina, ikaw na ang bahala, mamimili ka ng 5, okay, na magkakaroon free access sa aking paid online course. So sabihin mo lang kung comment lang sila ng kahit anong word na gusto mo. Okay, and then ikaw yung magde-decide, first 5 commenters na tama yung spelling, tama yung word na comment, makakakuha ng access. And I will announce them kung sino yon dito sa call na to. And you can message me on my Facebook page. I will give you the access, okay?
Okay. Ay, bongga. Sobrang generous naman ng ating VA teacher. So, I guess that's going to be helpful sa kanila para mas maintindihan nila ang pagiging real estate agent VA. Diba?
Yes, correct.
Ayan, may mga nag-comment. Okay, so, ano ba? I-comment nila. I-comment na lang nila is Juicy Marketing. Ayan. So, ang first 5 na makakapag-comment ng Juicy Marketing. Tingnan natin kung active pa ang mga katauhan natin sa ating Facebook.
Ang dami nating viewers kaya pumalo tayo ng mga 50, I think.
Oo, amazing. So, comment Juicy Marketing para makatanggap ng free access sa course ni AJ. Sobrang daming success story ng mga students ni AJ. Ayan. Grabe daming learnings dito. Thank you, Malu. Ayan. So, AJ, ayan na, meron na tayo mga nag-comment.
Ayan. So, can you announce who's the first 5 para sila, or piniem mo sa akin, sister?
Hindi, ito. Si Andrine. Tama ba? Jang. Si Bam Bam. Si Catherine. We have Yan Yan. And Shell. Ayan.
Okay.
Congratulations. 5 na ba? 5 na ba yun ba?
Oo, 5 na yan. Si Andrin.
Ito yung
Tama.
screenshot ko din.
Oo, si Catherine. Si Bam Bam. Si Yan Yan. At si Shell. Okay. So,
Pero
people, tayo ay...
isa-send
Okay, thank you. Tayo ay nag-base sa, sa screen Edina, hindi sa akin. So, congratulations to all winners. So, ang next step is send me a message on my Facebook page. Make sure to follow me, of course. And also, don't forget to visit Edina's social media platforms. So, I just put her link tree on the comment section. So, when you click that link, you will be... Go ahead. Take it away, Edina.
Sorry, go. Follow me lang, sabi ko lang.
And you can follow Edina on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. She also have a LinkedIn. And Edina is a very, spectacular, social media manager. So she's the mind of social media management, I think, in the field of, freelancing. So, ayun yung mga links niya, pwede nyo i-visit. Ayan, sobrang juicy din ng kanyang link tree. Ano bang gamit mo? Ako libre lang yung sa akin, sister. Feeling ko may bayad yun sa'yo.
Oo, links.co. Ang arte, di ba?
Oo, ang arte. Ako kasi hindi pa ako ready magbayad, sister. Bahala ko sa buhay. Well, anyway, you can follow Edina, and congratulations, everyone. And just so you know, this event is a monthly event. So, every month, nag-invite tayo ng speaker or ng guest just to give us, juicy information just like Edina does. So, next month, meron ulit tayo another speaker, and alam natin kung sino yon. And next coming week, meron naman tayong group coaching call for everyone na who wanna, have some, get some help sa akin. So, yun lang naman, unless meron pa ba kayong tanong, people, sa comment section, we will engage to questions, okay?
Yes. Ayan, may questions pa tayo. Pero on time tayo. I'm so happy.
Oo. Hello, how are you from? Ano yun? Parang ang hirap ng sagot eh. Hindi ko yung masasagot.
Parang hindi na natin masasagot. But thank you. You can message me na lang if you guys have questions.
Okay, so if wala nang tanong, we're good to go. And thank you so much, Ina, for having me in this session. We're gonna see each other soon, okay?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Love
Bye,
you.
Ina. Bye,
Thank
everyone.
You, everyone. Bye. Amazing.